This is Authentic Analysis with AI
and K,
where we'll be discussing the most controversial crime cases from across the globe.
as well as other important topics. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Hi guys, it's Kay from Authentic Analysis and welcome back to our channel. Today is just a little chit chat about Ancestry DNA and we're just having a little talk about heritage, generations and everything connected. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy this video.
Trinidad had Amerindians, so let's just use that as an example.
So if you had ancestry from them people, right, would it be one? So how it says Nigerian like 33%, would it have Amro Indians as one of the percentages, or you don't think it would be? If you were a native, I'm sure one of that percentages would be it would be one of the percentages.
It would.
But because it's not, how are they saying that? They're making a link from Benin and Togo and saying that you're from these
Caribbean links.
communities.
Yeah, I understand. I get what you're saying now. I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
What if I show you my Ancestry DNA and it says I'm from Grenada as well? Do you think it's going to be a lie?
I don't see how it could be.
Okay.
Because Grenada is not a place you just throw up.
What if you didn't have Grenada?
It's easy to say, oh, Jamaica. It's easy to say Jamaica. Jamaica's a popular Caribbean country. Trinidad, a popular Caribbean country. But Grenada, like, I am from Grenada, and it's like so people who think that Ancestry.co.uk is not accurate, I don't get where you're getting that from.
I don't think they say it's accurate. I just don't think. I think people are comparing. Well, based on what I'm reading, they're saying they're just not really as updated compared to the other Ancestry.
Okay,
website.
well then that's fine. But this has updated several times. Like, I'm looking at it now, and I'm actually quite shocked about the change, because I had and this is a question that I would love to know the answer to, because I had a strange country. What was it?
Strange, you know.
Not a strange country,
yeah,
but
joking, yeah.
It was a shock to me that I was apparently from that country. It was like Switzerland, or what's the other country beginning with S in Europe? Sweden. It was Sweden, and I'm like, really?
Well, why?
But then I thought, well, if clearly I've got European blood or European DNA, so I was like, well, maybe one of the ancestors was part Swedish
or
and
the slave
part
owners,
or whatever. Well, yeah, exactly. Whatever I like. Yeah.
I'll be shocked if I don't have any European in my blood.
I would be shocked because. But
if I get
so what have they given you so far?
nothing.
Yes, they have, because you got loads of like information. You had like, I swear you had like information.
So I sent off my DNA. Well, I sent off me and my granddad's DNA on, I think, October the. Let's just say they received it October 2nd. October 2nd, and they're saying,
well, if they said you and your granddad haven't got no link.
oh my god, you know what, I'm worried. What if I find out that my granddad's adopted or whatever? I'm like, should I even tell him? So they said December 21st and 22nd we'll get our results.
Yeah.
So because I know about my immediate family and a few here and there and stuff like that, but I guess it's like I was saying, it's like opening Pandora's box. I don't know what I'm really going to find out, and I'm like, it's interesting to find out what African countries you're from, but I mean, to find out who you're related to can get a bit. Either it could be a thing where I could be really surprised or I could be disappointed. So who knows? And I don't want to.
What would you be disappointed about?
No, I'm talking about the whole family thing, not the countries.
Oh, okay. Disappointed about.
Oh, but I'll be disappointed if I don't have any matches on there. Like,
yeah, okay.
I've built myself up to feel like I'm going to meet new family members, and I'm not.
Well, you may not find matches straight away, but it's a popular website. So as time goes on, like I've said, me and you were talking, and I've been on there 4 years, and I've found 2 cousins.
And so the first
2 cousins, sorry, that I didn't know, and then 2 cousins that I did know are on there as well. And again, accuracy of ancestry.co.uk. I don't work for them. I'm just being honest.
It's not sponsored.
Yeah, we're not sponsored. We'd like a sponsor. Is that what you were gonna say? Right? Because my cousin randomly, my mother's sister's daughter, went on there. So if you haven't done this already, it's measured. The link to your family members is measured in centimorgans. So the higher the number of centimorgans.
I'm sorry for how unclear it is. I hopefully you can make out a little something or understand what we're saying. But basically, if you've taken any ancestry test or DNA test, any relation to a family member will be measured in centimorgans. So a parent on average would be 3,000, but it can vary within a certain amount. And any aunts, uncles, cousins, it will basically show the percentage or the centimorgans on how close of a relation you have. So I guess the higher the number, the closer the relation, and so on and so forth. So if you just go on Google, type in centimorgans, and basically an image will come up, and you can basically go through that list and see roughly how the person's related to you and by how many centimorgans.
Is the closer you're related. So I believe a mother and a father would be be linked by 1,000 centimorgans. But my mother's sister's daughter, we were 300 centimorgans linked. And then it popped up, oh, your cousin, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, my cousin's on. I'm not going to say her name because we haven't spoken to her about this. So, what, you know. But then I found a distant cousin that was about a fifth or sixth cousin, and we couldn't work out what side of the family. And she was adopted. Again, not going to say her name because it's, you know, it's not for me to speak her business, but we were linked by 56 centimorgans, so it's quite low, and we couldn't work out how we were family. We couldn't work out who his mother or father.
So because she was adopted, she couldn't tell you much about her family?
Yeah, that's part of it as well.
Oh.
That's part of it, because she wouldn't have known as much information. But yeah.
But when you did this, was you worried that you were opening Pandora's box, or did you not think about it like that?
In what respect? The answer to your question is probably no. But
what if you found out some family secrets? Like the same, like you said, what if you found out, like, not you per se, but what if you found out that someone wasn't actually related to you, or you found out something that maybe your family didn't want you to know? Or you found out you were related to like a mass murderer or something?
The thing is, you got to just take things how they come, innit? If I am related to a mass murderer, what can I do about it?
Bring them on the YouTube channel.
So my cousin's Kenneth Erskine. He's not. He's really not.
Mate, don't rule it out.
Yeah, but it's constantly updating, and that's what I do like about it. And then you can have a family tree.
Have you made yours?
I started.
Oh, you showed me. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But yeah.
How far have you gotten? So you've got your mum and her parents?
I've got my mum and her parents, and I've got my dad and one of his parents. But I don't know my grandmother's name.
So a lot of us don't.
You just call her nanny or nan, or do you know what I mean? So, and I'm scared to ask her name. Like, oh yeah, I know, I've known you for like 40 years, but what's your name again?
It's not even that it's what's your name again. They just never tell you. So there's probably like a respect thing. Like you don't need to know my name.
Yeah.
So it's like
I'm nan to you.
Okay. So. Leave it at that. It's like with my granddad. It's like, so I asked my granddad, I was like, well, granddad, what's your grandma's name? He's like, we just call her Yaya. And I'm like, so granddad, how? He's like, can you find her? I'm like, granddad, how? You know, no last name, nothing? Okay, cool. I'll be here for a few days looking. So it's like my granddad wants me to find like his family based on the smallest information ever, not even a real name. And I'm like, granddad, you know, this is not even going to work. You don't even all have the same last name. Even it's like, I spoke to my granddad, he told me his brother's last name is Carter. And then we called his niece, and she told me his last name was Stewart. Yeah. So no one seems to be sure what his last name is. So
here's your Auntie Janice's nickname, Janie. Crack on.
Oh my god.
Some black people have so many nicknames in a family,
and you don't even know their nicknames.
And it's not even just older people. I was gonna say somebody's name, but again, it's not for me to expose people's names. But someone I know had a random name, and that wasn't her real name. And like when I met up with her family, they would all call her that name. Just say it was Susie. They would all be like, "Hi, Susie, how are you?" And I'm like, I already knew I was gonna act like I was shocked, but like I'd make the joke, "You're right, Susie." But yeah, her name was nowhere near Susie.
I'm like, what are you guys hiding from? I don't know how these nicknames come about. I don't know. No one really in my immediate, well, the family I live with have nicknames really. So
Do you think it's like, this is the name, your real name is what, like, your dad wanted, but your nickname is what I really wanted, or?
mate, I don't even know. It's like my granddad was telling me about his mum. Okay, so my granddad. Well, I don't know. Maybe this video might help because you never know. It could be someone could be watching this YouTube video and find family. But anyway, so my granddad's mum's name was Zarifa, and I was like, that's such a nice name.
Aretha.
No, Zarifa.
Zarifa.
I was like, that's such a nice name. I was like, I should have really named, like, given my child a middle name, but maybe the next one. Anyway, so he's telling me about his mum, and he said, but everyone calls her Codlin. I was like, but where did that name come from? He's like, that was her name when she got married. I said, yeah, but when was she married? Before or after? And he was like, oh, that was when she was married before. Before, I don't know, before when he was quite young. So I was like, okay. So the weird thing, obviously some documents are not always going to be accurate. So remember I told you I found that weird piece of information about my auntie? Well, my grand auntie.
Yeah.
When, I mean, it could be two different people, but it's just strange that I found my grand auntie's birth certificate on Ancestry, and there's another website as well called Family Search, and it has more basically online birth certificates and stuff like that from people in the Caribbean.
See, I'd like to do that because then it extends it extends the search.
Yeah, so you try familysearch.com. It has a bit more, maybe a bit more information.
Yeah.
What was I saying again? So I found a birth certificate for my grand auntie, and then the mum's name that was registered on my grand auntie's birth certificate, which I'm 90% sure it's her because the birthday matches that we know of, the name, and there's no other names that match her. But then I found another one that said that she died as an infant, like 10 days later, which with the person with the same name. The mother was registered as the same name that was on the birth certificate, but my granddad's mum's name is Zarifa, but then my name on the birth certificate didn't look like that. It looked a little bit different, but I don't know if it's because they've taken a picture of it and it's hard to read.
Yeah.
But anyway, obviously I know she didn't die as an infant because I've known her since 2000. Well, I've known her since birth all the way up to 2000 and something till she passed away. So I don't know. I just feel like, is there something that's going on that we don't know about? Like people, actually, let me not say what I'm thinking. I'll keep that conspiracy theory to myself.
Really?
Okay,
really?
I'm
So
like,
you've gone.
Mate, what if, yeah, they pay people to say their child died to move them to another country, like as a new person?
I mean, you can't rule anything out.
I can't believe you're saying that because normally you said that would be impossible.
Well,
Anyway, I'm just saying it's an interesting thing to look up your. Well, I'm not really at Ancestry yet. I don't know what counts as your ancestors because my grand aunt is not really my ancestor because.
what's not your ancestor?
I don't know what counts. I'm not really at the ancestor stage. What do you class as your ancestor?
Someone in your family that's older than you.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
So is your grandma your ancestor?
Of course she is.
It's just, to me, I'm just kind of ancestors of someone like long
How
down
long
the-
ago do you want them to be?
Like my great granddad.
No, an ancestor is. Let's look at the definition because I've never really looked at the definition, so it's important to know.
I'm probably wrong, but it's just me. I want to see my.
I can't be bothered to write right now. Ancestor definition. Google's embarrassing me. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know my other side of the family, so maybe I'm just curious to know like what I'm gonna find out, and hopefully I haven't been on a date with anyone that I'm related to. So yeah. Like this
One's family ancestry, one's family or ethnic descent. So you descend from someone. So your mother and your father are your ancestors. Again, another definition: the origin or background of something. So yeah. Your mother and your father and your grandparents are recent ancestors, and your great grandparents are.
Yeah.
You know.
So we paid £60 for them to tell us that we're African, something that I already knew. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I didn't know I was from Benin and Togo, for example.
But have you ever watched any other YouTube videos of people that done ancestry DNA results?
Yeah.
And do you ever feel like they sound really similar? Like, I'm not saying it's impossible because obviously there is a chance.
Yeah, I know you're saying that, and I'm not doubting what you're saying, like, but for them to find my cousin, how, like...
No, I don't mean the cousin part. I'm talking about the parts, saying what parts of Africa you're from, because there's so many countries in Africa. How comes that it doesn't... I mean, maybe I'm just basing it on what I'm seeing from you, but there's so many African countries.
I mean, Benin and Togo Nigeria is a popular country. Ghana is a popular country. It's like, and obviously, if you check history, the slave trade worked through those countries.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising to me that those countries come up. But I can't doubt it because it
I'm not
found
saying
my
doubt
cousin. So what are you saying then?
I'm just saying,
Well,
take it with a pinch of salt.
I mean, it found my cousin. We haven't even discussed it up until now. I mean, one of my cousins. I've talked to two of them who I didn't know existed. But yeah, my cousin, my second, literally, is it? I don't want to say literally because I'm not sure how it works. But I think she's my second cousin. So my mum's sister's daughter is my first or second cousin.
That would be your second cousin because she's your...
So what would be my first cousin?
Sorry, your mum's what?
My mum's sister's daughter.
So that would be your mum's niece.
That's got to be my first cousin.
Okay, yeah, because that would be your mum's niece.
Because then second cousin would be her daughter, no?
No, sorry, it's your first cousin because it's your mum's niece or nephew.
Yeah, because then yeah, exactly. So my first cousin came up as a person, so they've obviously got something right, some accuracy.
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't have accuracy at all, but I'm just saying I'll take it with a pinch of salt because, like I said, it is always updating, so you never know. But it's always after you start reading everything. That's when, I don't know, because the whole 23andMe thing has the whole health stuff does seem really interesting. So I wish I did do that one, but you know.
Yeah. Everybody should find out their history and their ancestry. Like, if you haven't done it, what are you waiting for?
But at the same time, you know, there's a chance that you might not always find out things. So give it some time. Yeah.
Yeah, just be patient with it. But I feel like, because my cousin, because I'm impatient, and it wasn't like I didn't care, but she said, oh, she's my cousin, and then we tried to work it out, and then we couldn't work it out, and then I was like, okay, so you're my cousin, like we're still in contact, you know, I'll holler at you sometime, blah blah blah, family reunion, blah blah blah. But to try and work it out, it was just, oh my god, like, what do you want from me? I don't know. With my mum's side of the family, I know the details. But with my dad's side of the family, not so much. She was asking me questions that I didn't know the answer to. Maybe I was being impatient, but my cousin kept asking me about my family and like tried to find the link between us. And then it was like, it got to the point where I don't know what the link is. I really don't know what the link is. I can't work it out. Can we just accept that we're cousins? And then she was like, no, I can't remember what I said. I was like, I'm not sure how accurate it is that we're cousins. And she was like, oh, DNA doesn't lie. That's what she said. And so I was wrong. Clearly we are linked because, again, I found closer cousins. So he's not going to find you a cousin that definitely is your cousin and then throw you up someone else that isn't. Somehow you must be DNA linked to the people that he's throwing up. If it got one right. I mean, that's what I'm assuming.
But what if she was the only person that you found and then she was 56? Would you feel different?
I mean, yeah, that's a good point because, like I said,
who you find first.
Well, it won't not find. This is a weird statement, but it won't not find your mother. It won't not find your first cousin. But if it's your
fifth, what do you mean it won't find your mother?
It won't not, as in it will. I know, as it says a double negative. So if it won't not find your mother.
But doesn't your mother have to take the test for them to have her sample?
Yeah, she does. So if she takes the test, it won't not find her.
Oh, okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? So if your mum, if everybody who take you, obviously you have to take the test and give your DNA first, but it will never not find your mother. It will never not find your first cousin. Like, because the sensory organs are too high. too accurate. It's too accurate to not find those close links. But then, like you said, if it's like 56, like my fourth or fifth cousins, if that's a lesser accuracy.
Do they not feel like family to you?
Well, no, they don't, because I don't know who they are. I don't know what side of the family they're from. If you find people that, you know, your cousins and stuff, your aunties and stuff, are you going to link up with them?
Am I going to meet up with them? I can't really say yes or no, because it just depends how it goes, if I find anyone. But it's just like, I know how I am. I get myself really excited about things that haven't happened yet. So I have to be prepared the fact that I might take it and none of my family members have taken the test. Because, I don't know, based on what I know from my family, a lot of my family are older. Not to say they don't have kids, they haven't had kids and stuff like that, but I don't know any of them. So all the family I do know are all in their 80s, 70s upwards. So I don't know if I'm really expecting much. And I guess, I don't know. And I guess Ancestry is available worldwide, so you never know, you might find cousins that are abroad. And stuff like that. So probably...
I think something you just said made me think. I think it should be free for all old people.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, right, it improves the accuracy for the website, and like you said, old people, it's not the sort of thing that they would do. My nan ain't gonna take a DNA test.
But she might have siblings or family members that she lost contact with more than we are.
Exactly. So if they gave it to older people for free,
the rest of us might be.
And yeah, it would just improve the whole system.
Yeah.
And like I said, every time I look at it, it's updating like the countries that it's.
My granddad's not saying it, but I know deep down. Well, he is saying it. He's really excited to find this stuff out. Like.
That's good.
So, what about your mum? Would she ever do this?
She would. Yeah. My mum would. Maybe I should give it to her as a present.
You better do it now because I got a discount code.
Oh really?
I told you.
Again, okay. So, can you not snitch on me, like, to the people, please?
Okay.
I'm trying to act like this is live, like we haven't had this conversation.
I thought it would be natural. No, but I do the discount code as well, so I think, what is it, maybe 10 off or something like that. So,
yeah.
I mean, the kits come to you quick-ish. You'll just be waiting about 2 months. So I know it sounds long, but if you just forget about it for the next...
Yeah, I think it took about 6 weeks for me. Yeah, but 2 months is what they say that it would take. So, are there any countries like that you?
No.
What was I gonna say?
Any country I don't want to be from?
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's anywhere that I don't want to be from, because it's not like, that's just based on my DNA. It's not like I have any cultural connection to them. So if I'm from there and based on my DNA...
What if one of your ancestors was racist?
Well, my ancestors are racist.
What if one of your ancestors...
Oh, if I found out, like...
Yeah.
But, okay, what would you mean? Like, if I found out I was related to a slave owner? But we probably all were.
Black racist, white racist, any racist.
What can I do? I'll probably be more interested to find out who they were. I'm like, don't let me relate it to... Actually, let me not say it. Actually, if I find out I'm related to, like...
Hitler.
Well, we're not here. It's not even joking. I swear to God, I have a family member and there's a nickname, they call him Hitler.
Hitler used to be Adolf. No, it wasn't Hitler. What was his name? Adolf.
Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, Adolf used to be a popular name, not Hitler. After Adolf Hitler came out, then people stopped calling their kids Adolf.
Oh, okay.
But sorry, you said that the person's nickname was Hitler.
Yeah, we have a family member. What?
Why? Was it because he had a funny moustache?
No,
or?
I think my granddad just said because Hitler was just that kind of man that was just like controlling everything and because he was like that man that you should be scared of.
Yeah.
That's why I guess they called him Hitler. I said, okay.
Yeah, because Caribbean people always have these...
These like next notions and stories. I'm like, okay. I won't be calling him anytime soon.
When I was in Canada, I was in the road. I was walking in the middle of the street, and some guy called out, "Englishman, come out the road!" Like, how did you know I was English? Fuck you.
Have you ever seen this movie? It's like the Jamaican movie called Countryman.
I haven't even heard of it.
Okay, so when I was still young, but when I was younger, for Christmas we always watched these like old Jamaican films. Like, you know, like we used to watch Oliver Samuels and stuff like that.
I remember Oliver Samuels. Yeah,
we used to sit and watch it because we had all the videos and stuff. We used to watch that all the time.
Yeah.
And there's there's this film called have you ever watched Harder They Come with Jimmy?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Seen that one, yeah.
there's this film called Countryman, right? It's about this guy. Are you Googling it?
Do you think it's going to be on Netflix? A couple of... Nah, probably not. But...
I saw them talking about it, but I can't remember where. No, I think you're going to look on Google. It's not going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, one did come on Netflix the other day.
Was it the English one about the Jamaican?
Yeah, what was it called?
No, it was on Sky.
No, but it was on but it was on Netflix as well, for sure.
Oh, okay,
For sure.
I watched it. Was I watch on Netflix? Or
What was the-
no, I did watch it on Netflix. Sorry, I did.
What was the one you said?
Countryman. I can't remember the whole concept of the film, but I guess it's from the country.
Yeah.
And I can't even really tell you what the hell the film was actually about. But I remember there was this one man in the film, this part of the film.
Oh, it says full movie. The full movie's on YouTube. It's an hour.
I like old Jamaican films. Not old, but like Jamaican films from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And there was this one part about this man, yeah. Man, what was he? I don't know if he was a ghost or if he was a real man, but whatever in that part of the film.
So the film didn't tell you, yeah?
No, I just can't remember. I haven't watched it in a while, but I just remember being scared. That it just freaked me out.
Yeah.
Because you know when they talk about stuff like to do with Obia and all that, that thing. I don't know why it just used to freak me out so much.
Obia, for white people that watch him, is witchcraft.
Anyway, so when I went to Jamaica when I was like, I think I was 7 or 8, we went to this what the hell was the place? Was it like a museum kind of anyway? And there was this man that was showing us about, and the man only had one leg, and the other leg was like the trousers were folded up because there was no leg there, and he used to walk with this thing, and the man looked like the guy from the whole Countryman thing, and he used to freak me out every time I used to see him, and I'm like,
Because of his leg?
no,
That's
it was
not
just,
nice.
no, the whole presence, not just the leg. It was the whole presence.
Not just the leg, so it was partly the leg.
No, it was the whole presence. I don't know why I even brought this whole film up.
I don't know why you brought his leg up.
I just remembered he just had one leg. Okay.
No, sorry. Okay.
I mean, I guess it is interesting to know what African country you're from, but
Yeah.
I think for me,
That was the most important thing for me. Sorry, go on.
I think for me, I'm just interested to know about my family in Jamaica more so before.
Yeah. No, I get it, but because obviously, like, because I know a lot of, because I've been to Grenada and I've met a lot of my family, and I met my great granddad, and it's important to meet your great granddad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so but like I feel like not I know them, but I have a little bit of family history and I've been around the land and stuff like that. So it was more important for me to know like the heritage side of things. That's what I was mainly interested in.
No, I get what you're saying, but just because I'm gonna find out that I'm Nigerian or from Ghana and from Togo, etc. But I feel like I don't know what
Definitely
I'm really.
Nigeria. And again,
Probably so.
I'm from Nigeria, so
Okay,
Just
don't
be
get
nice.
cussed out by Nigerians and say you're not really from there. They're gonna say it. Actually, they want you to say that you like know where you come from, but don't acknowledge it too much. I don't know.
Sorry, go on. Go on. Say what you're saying, and I'm
Okay,
gonna say something
Google
else.
when slavery ended in Jamaica.
But what I was gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google that. But what I was gonna say was, I thought I was gonna have to research 5 countries. I thought I was gonna have to research 5 countries based on my history. But I actually, I read you the list, I'm not gonna read it again. I have to research like 12 countries to really know where.
But what are you researching?
Because, alright, for example, if I was fully Nigerian, born in Nigeria, if I did a DNA test, my family could have migrated from Ghana, for example, because they're both in West Africa.
Okay, yeah.
Do you see what I mean? But it's not that much research to do. It's a region.
But
And you can explore the
Yeah.
They're separated, but it's nevertheless a region. I think there's a border. Don't quote me on this, but they're definitely both in the same region, as in west of Africa. See what I mean? But my heritage, obviously, because of slavery and because of time and history and blah blah blah, I've got all these countries to research to know all the different. Do you know what I mean?
I do get what you're saying, but what are you researching? You're researching about the country?
Yeah,
or-
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, because like for example, Benin and Togo, like I would have assumed that I was either from Nigeria or Ghana. Nigeria's got a rich history. Do you know what I mean? It's got a history that you can
Okay, you're
easily-
researching how the okay.
Yeah, but Benin and Togo, I knew nothing about. You know what I mean? So I would have to research like the culture in those regions,
Yeah.
and then turns out I'm from Scotland. So
How does that work?
yeah,
Well, you know how it works, but
now
you
I
just
have to buy a kilt. For fuck's sake.
Mate, I don't know.
Like 2% is not enough to like go hard, but no, but it's representative and it is.
Would you be shocked if my ancestry results said I'm 15% Scottish?
How much?
15.
Yeah, I would be very shocked. I would be very shocked. Just
Why?
based on no,
Why?
just because this
Because
is
I'm
my
dark skinned?
yes, yes. If you're gonna ask me like that,
I'm
yeah.
joking, yeah.
But I remember you was asking me before, like, is it just because people are light skinned that they've got European in them? Aren't there people that are lighter skinned that are naturally from African and Caribbean countries? The simple answer is absolutely not. No, only joking. I don't know. It's a valid question.
So do you know if you have any white people in your family that are related to your mum?
White people. So why the Scottish and the thing?
No, not
whatever
forget about the results. Do you know any people,
in the
that-
family.
yeah, that have maybe...
Ancestors.
Well, okay, your ancestors, yeah. Like, maybe in your grandparents. None. You don't know... Okay.
There are no people in my family. Sorry, no, that's not true. There are no people in my heritage or family, my ancestors, that I would say he's a white person, or he's a Asian person, or he's something else. Everybody who are my ancestors, I have considered them to be black. But obviously, if you're 3/4 Jamaican and 1/4 Scottish, for example, you may consider yourself black.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? So
Yeah.
obviously my ancestors were mixed heritage,
Yeah.
but we consider them black.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So yeah, my personal opinion is that, I mean, I'm already on ancestry.co.uk, and I like it, and I feel that the information is very accurate. And when are you expecting your results again?
The 21st of December. I mean, I do a lot of reading about this. A lot of people say they get the results a lot later, but I'm hoping it does come a bit earlier.
Yeah.
I guess it's a Christmas present, so...
So we're going to run a competition for a £10 gift voucher, and the competition is, can you guess whether Kay will be more Nigerian or more Ghanaian?
And how much percentage of Chinese do I have in me?
Everybody says I look Chinese. I want to know in the comments if people think that I look Chinese. Like most people, Kay's the only one who says that she can't see it,
No,
but
it's just
everybody I
very
meet, says, oh, you must have Chinese in you, red. So imagine you did and I didn't. Well, I don't. So imagine you did. So yeah. But get it done. Stop being cheap. Find out your
I'm
ancestry.
saying that, man. It's COVID. People ain't even working, you know. If you can, it would be nice. Show your results down below.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Share your results down below. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And depends why you're watching this. If you have any if you have any ancestors that have the Reed or Millwood last name, feel free to maybe leave a comment. I don't know about leaving a private message yet, but you know.
Yeah. Interesting fact. Me and Kay's surnames are both Irish.
Oh, okay. Is it? Is it Irish? It's Reed Irish. I thought it was English.
You told me yours was.
sorry.
You told me. Don't you remember when you found all that? We're not gonna do this because we can't include this.
Okay. We'll go with both. No, because I feel like I asked Arlene and she goes, Reed is not Irish surname. So maybe I researched it and maybe I was wrong. But she said she doesn't know any
Reed
that are Irish.
Okay, fair enough. But there was a time because I know my surname's Irish.
Yeah.
And I remember you sent me something once and it was about like Irish surnames.
Yeah.
And I was like, thanks. And you were like, oh, are you being sarcastic? And I was like, no, I'm genuinely.
Okay, so now I'm thinking like, okay, So we have Irish surnames because the slave owners that took us, they were either Irish.
I was actually really disappointed to hear that Irish people owned slaves. I thought the Irish were like spotless.
Like, they were treated bad like we were.
That's what I'm saying. Surname of Scottish.
That's what I thought.
It means red. It means red. Can you believe that? Well, if you didn't know, then.
I mean, I can't not believe it.
So I was wrong. So okay. He's Walker Irish or Scottish. Wow.
I don't really know that many Scottish people, to be honest. So, and probably all the reads that I have met have been black. So.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe with your information. Speak to you soon. Take your vitamin D. Don't take the vaccine.
We're not even having this conversation. If you wanna be pro-vaccine, do as you will. It's, I'm not here to promote the government's agenda or take away from it. Side note.
And with that bombshell.
Hi guys, it's Kay from Authentic Analysis, and that was Authentic Analysis Chit Chat on Ancestry DNA. Just a bit of light-hearted humour, a bit of banter, and just having a little talk about basically our heritage and what we thought and where everything might have came from. This is pre my results, me finding out. So today is the 13th of December 2020, and I received my results on the 2nd of December, and it would be nice to do like a part 2 and update on what I found out, and yeah, basically maybe a little bit of insight into me. I definitely know that will be an emotional video, but I think I'm kind of ready to talk about it slightly. So let me know down in the comments below if you'd like me and AI to make a part 2, and we'd be very interested to come back and let you guys know. And the crime stories will be back on track soon. Bye guys, subscribe, comment, like and share.